Alright YouTube, what is going on? It is ConflctNerd Callum here today, bringing you another episode of our Transport Fever Let's Play. Today we're on to episode number 8, and at the end of the last episode we had a bit of an issue here with the main bus station in Sale. The issue was that too many buses were basically using this one station. I believe it was getting used by like 3 different buses that connect in 2 major routes, one connecting up to Ryde and one connecting up to Wembley even, not Willesden, Wembley. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and made this bus station so that, and I think things are maybe improving a little bit, I'm not 100% sure, but it's going to take a little bit of time. We've also got a new bus which is interesting because we need to work on that today. Basically I've gone ahead and moved out the Wembley line up to this station here, so now basically Sale has 2 bus stations to go ahead and solve the problem, and they're connected up by the Connect. So hopefully all these buses here will, in time, improve. We need to go ahead and just upgrade this road in general, I think. And we also need to start upgrading buses. That's the big thing we need to do this episode. So let's go ahead and create bus lanes, basically just going right up here through the centre of town, just so buses can skip ahead of all the traffic. So we'll do you to about there, and then you can stop because that's a city road with paths, which I don't really want to see in the country too much. And then hopefully now buses can get from A to B much easier, which is good to see. And it makes me much more happy. So I'm just looking at choke points here. That would definitely be a choke point, that's for sure. So hopefully buses can get around everything. This is going to take a wee while to clear, but hopefully it should clear up relatively quickly. And if it doesn't, then we'll come back and have a look at it. But we're going to go ahead and slow the game right down to ×1 because we need to go ahead and start upgrading a lot of our buses. So we just unlocked a new bus, which is great to see. Now, some of our routes are using the Daimlers, which the Daimlers need to get upgraded. The Daimlers are old. I believe they are probably, I'm not really too sure how old they are. We probably built them roughly in about 1920, the majority of them. Roughly around about that year anyway, and we're getting a lot of warnings saying this road vehicle needs upgraded, this road vehicle needs upgraded, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade them. So the Daimler could hold 11 passengers, our new Mercedes-Benz can hold 15, which is only an extra 2, but it can go much faster. It can go double, near enough double the speed, which is going to help definitely the buses which connect up different towns, and some of these are, some of these aren't. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start upgrading some certain routes. So we're going to go ahead and 25%. We're going to upgrade buses randomly here. It's mainly going to be Daimler routes, but we might do some of the new, I don't even know what these blue buses are called. The Sauer Tuschers? No idea. Whatever that says, we're going to go ahead and upgrade some of those as well. So let's go ahead and assign the Mercedes-Benz onto there and set you to yes, and then hopefully you'll start to upgrade. That shouldn't take too long for that to happen. It's more these lines here, which as you can see are all using Daimlers. These are going to be the big issue here. So 25%, set you to the Mercedes-Benz and set you to yes. And we're basically going to do this with quite a lot of them. So this means that I guess these buses I've got the most out of them really. I've gone ahead and Mercedes-Benz very quickly. I've gone ahead and really used all their lifespan. I've got the most years out of them. That has meant now that we're not just upgrading to the next bus, we're upgrading 2 tiers, which is really good. So I'm definitely getting the most out of this. The new buses do cost quite a lot of money to go ahead and implement, but I should get some, not a very large sellback value, but a tiny bit of sellback value on the Daimlers, which should help things out as well. So just use final 2 for now, and that should keep things going. So let's set vehicles. It'd be good if you could just like select multiple lines and do this instead of having to go into every single line and do this individually. It'd be good if you could have a universal, like if you held down shift or there was just that tick box, you can go ahead and tick. I guess we've got a few more to go as well. That Haverhill Connect, those relatively new. The Loughton Connect, you definitely need to get changed, that's for sure. So we'll go ahead and do that. So you can start to get upgraded. Then the Ryde Connect, you guys definitely need upgraded. I can guarantee you that. Some of these depots are going to be like, this depot here, Ryde Depot, is just going to be extremely busy for a wee bit of time. Any other lines really need upgraded at this present moment? The Haverhill, I guess we might as well. I'm just trying to think, you're quite old as well actually, so we'll go ahead and upgrade you guys too, and then we'll just do the Haverhill Connect. So there's loads of new buses bouncing around town there. And we need to remember to turn those off as well, that's going to be one very, very important thing. So I think that's everything sorted for now, and I guess over time we just need to continue to upgrade buses. Like I literally had to upgrade buses maybe in episodes 4 or 5, and I've just literally forgot about it since then. I literally just forgot about it, and I need to make sure that I'm keeping on top of it and upgrading buses, maybe 1 or 2 lines every single episode. That's really what I need to be aiming for. Anyway, we are starting to make a bit more money from trains again. Unfortunately, we're going to lose money from buses, just because obviously they're going to be in the process of upgrading. So we've sort of healed ourselves in one part of the body and shot ourselves in another part of the body. But the railway lines, it's good to see you guys are finally getting up into the money. As you can see, the anti-loop is at 10 million, which is just amazing to see. And then the clockwise loop, it's going to get there. You got your trains set onto the line much later though, so you will eventually make profits. But it might just take a little bit longer. Alright, I do want to check how all these trains are doing, so I just want to see how full they all are. So let's look at the anti-loop first of all. 120, 120, 116, 100, and well, you're stopped right now, 120, and you've just emptied up pretty much a full train. But I think, so you're up to 13 million. Most of the trains are full though, which is really mental, so we might add some more trains on. The frequency is every 5 minutes on that line, which is pretty good to see. In today's episode though, we are going to go ahead and create a new loop, which will be good. We'll monitor that and see how that does. Another train's coming in here. You're with only 15 passengers, which is very disappointing compared to all the full trains we just viewed. Really not at all sure what that is. I want to sort out this crossover issue actually. So the trains are crossing over at the station. I have no idea why. I think it's due to my signal placement, though I'm not 100% sure. So let me think about this. I guess this side here, I think it's something to do with crossovers, I know that. My crossovers aren't correct, so if we remove you, then you cross over there. So we can get rid of this light here and get rid of this light here. So this is a double crossover, really not helping with the smoke there, thank you very much. If this train could just, how many have you got? 41? Yeah, definitely that. I think that's the clockwise loop, that definitely needs some work. So you've got a light there, and that means do not go forward if there's a train crossing over or leaving that side. And then you've got a signal there, so these are not one way. Should you be a one way? Possibly, but possibly not. I don't think we need you anymore, that's for sure. I just can't get my head around this. What am I doing wrong? I'm doing something wrong, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Say if I make these one way, will that solve the issue? So making these both one way, it looks like people are moving on the train station. I don't know why. Does that mean they're switching sides, switching platforms? Oh, right, that might be it. Yeah, is it? Right, okay, I've been a bit stupid. Yeah, and that does make sense because you are only going one way, going forward, so that really does make sense, so... And that's really the intention of having the loop. It means that one track is only going one way and one track is going the other, so hopefully that should solve that issue. I don't know if the same issue occurs at every single station or not. Let me just have a think. I don't think it does actually. I think it was just rides, which was just being very weird, but I'm glad that issue has sorted itself out. We're going to go ahead though and start working on our new... Jesus Christ, why is there so many... Chesham, we looked at last episode, we added in the Connect last episode if you didn't see that, and it's got a lot of people waiting here. That's just for the ride Chester... Or ride Chesham line, sorry. Which is interesting, but you've got a train, but I suppose the train's full. And that's going anti-clockwise. I think we need to add more trains in here already, actually. Especially onto the anti-clockwise loop anyway, I think we need to go ahead and just add in another train. We also need to put signals much more closely together as well. Going forwards. Let's just go ahead and see if we got any new trains recently. I would really like to maybe start going for more electrical trains actually, but I suppose I want something like really modern. I guess we're only in 1954, so we're not quite at that stage yet. I'm going to add a new train onto the track nonetheless. The A3 Flying Scotsman, you're going to get deployed. I'm just going to basically keep the setup the same. Please do not, thank God. Like, oh, see if a new train came out there, I would have been so mad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and deploy you onto the anti-clockwise loop. So off you go. So hopefully that will continue to generate us some money. As we can see, that's 15 million. It's just absolutely mental. The Sailed Connect's still having issues, which is disappointing. I'm thinking about changing, or maybe just deleting that and rerouting that. A lot of our bus lines have upgraded now, which is good. So we can go ahead and turn these off. That's why we're not really making much profit right now. We're sort of, any profit we are making, we're spending straight away. So there's still upgrades to go on you guys. The Royston Connect, we might as well just go ahead and upgrade you as well. I think I need to put a bit higher frequency on that bus line as well. Just because there doesn't really seem, I mean, Royston's not the, suppose Royston has grown quite a bit actually. Let's jump over to Royston. So Royston has grown a fair bit since we went ahead and put in the Connect. It's nearly at 1,000 people actually, so I do think it does need more buses. Where's the nearest depot though? Do you have your own depot? Yes, you do have your own depot actually, which is good. So let's go ahead and buy 1, 2, 3, 4 of you guys, and let's go ahead and assign you to the BC Royston Connect, like so. And then again, there's just so many people waiting at every single train station I go to, literally. So many people. So again, I mean, there's a lot of people waiting to go both directions, which is really good to see. Again, the money just keeps on going up and up and up on the clockwise loop. The anti-clockwise, I guess that's just gone down just because we've added on a new train. But the frequency on that side is down to 4 minutes, which is good to see. So anyway, what we're gonna, Jesus Christ. I keep saying I'm gonna do something and then 185 people are wanting to go clockwise. That is mental. So I guess you've just left. Are you going clockwise? No, you're going anti-clockwise. So I need more trains to... that'll sort itself out and hopefully it'll make us some more money. We're still sort of, I guess... hopefully we're slowly going to start making more profit, because as I said, any profit we're making we're losing pretty much straight away, which isn't good just because we're upgrading buses. And we are spending a lot on infrastructure right now as well. So yeah, as we can see, like a really popular... I guess you were really popular, but obviously we're still having this traffic issue. Is the issue still ongoing here in... it's not in Ride, it's in Sale. Yes, the issue's still ongoing. What I think I'm going to do for the time being is take the Connect out of there and just... the problem is there's too many buses on that line. That's the first issue, I think. There's way too many, so let's stop you auto-upgrading first of all. Then what I'm going to do is, I just think there's too many buses on this line. I just think there's way too many buses on this line. Like, it worked when it was obviously going up to Wembley as well, but now I guess you don't really have as much purpose to have this many buses. So let's go ahead and definitely take at least 10 buses off this line. It's still going to be a popular route, but going forward you're going to get a train anyway, so it won't be that bad. So let's go ahead and return. We've returned a bunch of buses there. We can always put them back on, but you're just making too big a loss. So what we're going to do temporarily is we're going to go ahead and move the Connect. Sailed Connect just needs to come out of here for the time being. And we're actually going to create a new bus stop over here so you can go a little bit of a different route, and still people can walk if they arrive in at that bus station from Ride. They can come over to this bus stop here and they can go ahead and just still get onto the Connect, no problem. So the Sail transfer is the 1st and the 9th bus stop. So what we're going to do after the 9th bus stop is, or after 8th bus stop, you're going to go into the Grove now. And then we're going to remove the Sail transfer. And then after South Street, we're going to add in Grove. And then we're going to move in Sail transfer, remove you. And something's wrong there, but I don't think it's too far off being correct. Not really at all sure why. I think that just needs to update and it should be fine. Now, I've maybe done that wrong a tiny bit. I'm not really at all sure what I've done wrong, but now you're not going into there. That should hopefully sort some of the traffic issues out. Again, that'll take a wee while to go ahead and update itself. But already we have a new issue. Oh, so there's too many junctions, that's the problem. There's way too many junctions in this town, and we need to go ahead and definitely solve that issue. So let's go ahead and start deleting some roads. Like, there's no need for a double junction here. Let's delete you, and let's create a more direct route there. Let's delete all of you guys, and let's create just a more direct route, because there's just no need for all these stupid junctions. So we go into medium street, we can connect you with you, like that, no problem. Let's do a large street, might as well build for the future. Connect you guys up like... maybe not. I guess we'll do a medium street for the time being. No, there was no need for... I just deleted you. There's no need. Just stop. Don't. I'll destroy all your houses, okay? Build you from there to... why can't I build you? No. Oh, what is going on? Right. Let's just slow things down a second. So let's go ahead and start off by upgrading this road. Then let's go ahead and build a medium road without the upgrader, from there to there. Is that fine? There we go. Right, okay, so that's got rid of some junctions on that road anyway, and hopefully will make things a little bit easier. I just need you to start freeing up, like... oh, it's frustrating. It is really frustrating. Like, I don't know what this game's thinking. Like, most of the buses are you carrying people? I suppose you are carrying a fair amount of people. I think we need to get the railway line up and going. I think that's what we really need to do. And now we're starting to make much more profit again. We can go ahead and definitely do that. So let's just very quickly see how we're doing. So yeah, as you can see, the clockwise loop is now up to 8 million. It's just about on par with the anti-clockwise loop, which is great to see. And hopefully they'll just continue to run and generate us a lot of money. That's the main aim. So what we're going to do is go ahead and create ourselves our new line. More trains. I love building trains. So what we're going to do is you're going to come from here. What I want to do actually is, if I can do this correctly, so you're going to go from there. I want you to come alongside your other railway track here. Yeah, no, the problem is, I know what the problem is. To be fair, we don't actually need half of this right now. We don't need this side of the station, so we'll be fine. So what I want you to come out, I want you to come along here. And then about roughly here, what you guys are going to do is you guys are going to split off. You go along there a wee bit too long unnecessarily. What you're going to do is you're going to... do we want that a sharp curve? No, we don't need that a sharp curve. We can do a large, gentle curve. Let me just look where the station is over there. So yes, I think that's good. Tell you what, we'll probably build down from Sale actually. So we'll build you from there to... where are you guys going to roughly meet? If I was to just connect you up right now, would that work? Yeah, it would work actually. It would work quite well. So why don't we just go ahead and do that? It's cost me like $1 million, and there's a wee bit of weird terraforming here with the height of the line. I should maybe lower that actually, but I don't think that should cause too many issues. Because it's not a bend, like changing height doesn't really matter. So I think everything should be good. It's costing me a wee bit to build, but again, we're gaining so much money so quickly now thanks to this loop, so I'm happy to be honest. Go ahead and build you to there, then from here you should be able to wrap right back round into about here, and then we're going to need to make a junction for you around about here. Like so. Yep, I think we're happy with that. That's us into 1956 now. I think I'll build like one line, which maybe... oh no, we'll leave it for now. There's no need for you guys to connect up. So you two will come all the way up here, then from there what you will do is you will run over here, go over the road, and then you'll just continue and follow this line in to Sale like so. So that is the first station done. And I think it's slowly getting better, this is definitely slowly getting better. I can see the issue now here with this bus stop holding up other buses, and you guys are using the bus lane. You couldn't just overtake that bus which is stopped, so I can see another issue here. So we're going to go ahead and alter this bus stop very quickly, and then we'll go ahead and continue to build our train line. So let's very quickly just go ahead and jump back in. The amount of money we're gaining is just mad, like literally, like if you look at the amount of money we're gaining, we're literally gaining 100,000 every 5 seconds. It is going up so fast, minus that little hit there. Like look at it, it's just going up, it's just madness, absolute madness. The amount of money we're going to make, we made 21 million last year. Holy shit. We're going to be very, very rich. But we're going to need to be rich because these new trains that are going to come along, these electric high-speed trains, we're going to really need to go ahead and, I guess, get proper use out of them. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and we're basically just going to remove this bus stop from the whole bus line. I think that's the best thing to do. So, the Sale Connect, you're 7 and 9, so remove 7 and remove bus stop 9. Oh, for fuck's sake. No, I fucked up. Right, let me think about this now. So, what is the issue now? I don't think Park Road gets served twice, so in between 5, 6... Oh, Jesus. Right, I'm going to very quickly go ahead and sort this out and then hopefully get it back into some form of circle. Alright, so I've managed to get this back into somewhat of a circle, and there's no bus stops on this road anymore. There is still a wee bit of an issue with buses stopping here, so we could go ahead and just remove that bus stop from the... because buses don't overtake each other, like there's an extra lane there. I suppose every bus I guess has to stop, but there's just no need for this bus stop anymore. So I think it's best to remove that, and then we can maybe get the Connect back in here. The Connect's not quite right. The bus is stopping here 3 times. I don't know why. So I still need to work on that. We'll do it another time though. I can't really be bothered. And with that time, we're gone up to 65 million, which is really good to see actually. But I want to continue on with this railway line. So, welcome to Wembley. Where is the train station going to go in Wembley? That is a very good question. What I think I'm going to do is Wembley's going to get Connect. Maybe not this episode, but it is going to get Connect. I think the station is going to go out here actually. So it's going to be a wee bit out of town. It's been a while since I built a station actually. So you're going to be 2, you're going to be high speeds, you're going to have all the features. So I think having you about there should be good. So I'm happy with that placement. So you're going to have to cross the roads pretty quickly here, and then from there you should just be able to run pretty much parallel to the road and run right down here. So let's get this going. So from here what we're going to do is, you're on the left hand side, you're pretty much just going to have a relatively sharp turn there, and then from there what you're going to do is you're just going to continue on down here. Hold up, we'll place you about there. Then this next part will have intersect the road, and you should just be able to come right into the station. As I said, you were the left side. So let's see how straight that bit of line is. It's pretty straight, pretty happy with that. Train should be able to get a real good speed going up there. And then let's just go ahead and basically do the reverse of that. So again, we've got a tiny little bit of an issue with the terraforming here. It's not that bad actually. I guess it rises a little bit for the roads, but it's not too bad. And I know why that is. It's just because I'm placing tracks in big segments instead of little segments. But I can't really be bothered doing it in little segments, so there's quite a bit of raised track here, I guess, but that's not too much of an issue. You should come along there like that, and you do drop down a bit coming into the station here, but no worries. And there we go. So that's you connected up to Will's Den. Now this is going to be the challenge, connecting you round to Chesham. First of all, Chesham, you're only a 2-platform station, so you're busy as fuck as it is. Can we upgrade you to a 4-track station building this way? We can, that is wonderful, and I want to upgrade your length actually. 5 buildings will be removed, that's fine, don't worry. Or is there an accept button? So I want to upgrade you to 4, and I want to go ahead and apply, but I can't do that. And it's for some reason, it seems to be with the terrain. I can't even do that. Where's the collision? Right, so what we need to do is upgrade you. 4 platforms, no problem. Why can't we apply that? Collision, where is the collision? Identify the collision. Is it with this here? That's your collision? It's a $300 signal, which I probably need to keep, but oh well. Let's try this again. Nope, nope, nope. 4. Yes, we can do that. It's literally, that was the signal, wasn't it? Right, you know what? As long as we can get you to a 4 platform, I'll take that. And I should probably re-add in that signal. I mean, does it matter that much? One issue that we are having though is you're waiting there, waiting for a free path. So it must mean that there's another train on this segment of the track. Well, it's just gone through there. But we definitely need to go ahead and add in more signals more frequently, which we will do. But not right now. Anyway, what you're going to do is you're just going to go from... How do I want this to work? Do I want you to loop, or do I want you to just be a line? I could see this being a loop, actually. So that means you need to come out of here, and you're going to have to make quite a sharp turn. And then you're going to need to make your way over to... We need to go up there, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to build you like that, and then... I guess let's get things going. This part of the track isn't going to be that straight, and it's got a lot of obstacles like mountains to deal with, and also hills as well. I mean, the hills aren't too bad, but it's got to intersect a lot of roads and that sort of stuff as well, but the route we're going should be fine. So we'll continue over here, continue over to about there. That is cutting into the mountain quite a lot. I can feel another tunnel coming. And then I believe you were that hand side, the right hand side. So connect you up like that. That cost a wee bit there, but again we have the money to go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and double this line up. It means we can get trains again, just going clockwise and anti-clockwise, which is what I want. We'll probably only put like 2 of each. 2 going clockwise, 2 going anti-clockwise. It shouldn't be too much of difficulty. And then you should... Oh, fuck. I did do the wrong side. Right, there's a simple solution to this, which is going ahead and just changing this little bit here to go into the other platform. So you go in like that, and then you come out like that. And then the final bit we will go ahead and do this episode is we'll just make you follow this railway line all the way back into the station. So this is going to be our first major bit of 4 tracks beside each other, which I do think looks so cool. And especially with loads of trains going in every single direction alongside, it should look very, very nice. It'd be so amazing if we can get 4 trains to pass each other at once. We do seem to be getting a bit of an error here though with construction not possible. And I know why that is. It's because it doesn't like really wide road crossings for some reason, which is a bit stupid. So I need to go ahead and literally do this. Too much slope, fuck off. Fuck right off. Too much slope. Do not give me shitty excuses. Where is the slope? Tell me where the slope is. Like, oh, this game, like, it's perfect in so many ways, but it's also just not in other ways as well. I suppose we could go ahead and raise the roads, but I don't really want to do that. I think what we'll do is we'll just have you go off a wee bit wide for a bit. So you'll like do the... Oh, too much slope. Right, you go to about there. Then if we get too much slope, you know what, we'll... Oh, that worked, that worked, that worked. There we go. So you'll go... I guess you just do the turn early. So you come along here and hopefully this will work. I don't know if it will work. Yeah, there we go. It's got a bit of a hill, but yeah, that doesn't look pretty. I'm not happy with that actually, but I guess we built it now, so there's no undo button in this game either. It shouldn't cause too much problems though. I guess this train, I know this train will not be able to get as much speed as our other loop, and that is just because of the fact that the line's already a bit of a mess. That's a new train though, which we might be able to go ahead and deploy. It looks like more of a locomotive which would go ahead and pull along goods, but if it's faster than the Flying Scotsman, I don't think we're going to put Flying Scotsmans on this line. I don't think there's... Because Flying Scotsman, I guess, they get phased out from 1975. So 1975 is... We're getting close to it, let's put it that way. Probably about 2-3 more episodes will be at that stage. We'll have to go ahead and upgrade the trains. But that's you coming back now in where all 4 of you lines run alongside each other. So that detour, I guess, it didn't cost too much and it wasn't that big a problem. It was just a bit of an unnecessary problem. That's really the issue. So that line there is now created, which is great. Happy to see that. As you can see, there's a bit of an island in the middle here, but no worries with that at all. What we're going to do is we're going to learn from our lesson, and we're going to go ahead and be kind of smart about this actually. So I don't think I have these lines crossing over at all. Legit at all. I don't have these lines crossing over each other. So what I'm going to do is on one side of this, we're going to go ahead and have you coming off, and we're going to have a train depot there. And we're going to have another one coming off this side. So I guess this is kind of inefficient, yes. But it does mean we can get 2 train depots, one for one side of the track and one for the other side of the track. So let's go ahead and just rotate you. Like so. And then let's go ahead and build another one. Like so. And now all we need to do is go ahead and build some signals, which we'll do for the next episode, and that means we can get trains onto this track. But you'll not be up and running this episode. What we do need to do is 108 million, like you zone out for a little bit and you just make so much money. So the first issue I want to have a look at is the sale is just causing us so much issues. You've not sorted yourself out. In general now though, things are looking much better. I don't know why you're not making a profit. So there's not really too much overcrowding of the bus line, which is good. Happy to see that. There's not too many problems coming up into here. But the connector's still making a loss. Quite a heavy loss actually. I'm not really at all sure why that is. We should probably go ahead and turn off some of these auto updates. And as you can see, some of these bus lines there are making over 1 million, that's really good money. That's like really, really good money. I'm really happy to see that. So go ahead and turn you guys off. Hopefully the frequencies may be upped a little bit on some of you lines as well, just because these buses can go faster. It's really good to see some of these lines doing exceptionally well actually. Never thought I'd really see buses do this well anyway. I always knew trains make quite a few million, but some of these buses are definitely got the potential, that is for sure. So I think that's all those turned off. You're still in the process of upgrading, so it's just this connect, and it's really, I might relay the connect actually. I'm really tempted to go ahead and relay the connect. I just don't know what it is about it, but it's not working. It's really not working. Sail's just it's being a bit awkward, Sail. Hopefully when the train gets up and going though, that'll basically resolve the issue. But we're at 120 million, I just want to double check the train lines before we go ahead and end this episode. So, I think we just need to go ahead and add in more lights on our track. That's what we really need to go ahead and do. If we've got any loans, we should probably go ahead and pay them back. So that there is a 21 million paid back, which we still had to pay back, so at least that's done now, and we've got 100 million without debt, which was that achievement. We have, I'm just guessing the whole map's like this now as well, we just got passengers waiting at so many different places. This station here must be, yeah, we need more trains. Basically, I can imagine every single train is full, but we can't really put too many more trains on the tracks just because there's not enough signals close enough together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some more trains. I think we're going to go ahead and maybe go for these trains, so the Class A4, which can go a little bit faster, or should we maybe start going for some electric? Let's think about this actually. So electric trains, our choices are... These electric trains don't really... They don't really excite me too much, to be honest. What about passenger? You guys can be... I don't really know. I'm tempted to start deploying something like this and deploying some of these really, really long guys. Or what about rail bus? Rail bus, you can carry 14, you can carry 18. Anything else? I think we could do with a new train, that's for sure. Maybe just a bit more of a modern train, get away from the locomotive stuff. And maybe go into something a wee bit more past steam, past... I don't really want to deploy a diesel... I mean, we could, I guess, deploy a diesel passenger train. I don't really want to. I want to have something electric, which can get passengers moving electrically, so... I don't know, we'll see how things go. What I'm going to do is I'm very quickly just going to add one train, I think, on here to the... I'm going to add one train on to the clockwise loop, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap today's episode up. So let's go back to all. I'm just going to go ahead, I'm just going to buy the Scotsman, to be honest, just keep a consistency for the time being. Then what I'm going to do is just add in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and assign you to the clockwise loop. So that's 6 trains on each. That is definitely making us the most money by far. Those two together are making me, what, 30 million, which is just absolutely mental. So, oh, there could be a collision here. Oh, no. See, my wonderful signals have prevented that. Hopefully that now should go ahead and push on. I mean, they're making 30 million between those two lines, which is just amazing to see. So, but anyway, oh, thank God. I always get really worried when the year updates and we're about to unlock a new train when I've just bought a new train. I was like, oh no, we're going to unlock a new train there. But that is that done. So as you can see, the trains are making so much money. It's just absolutely mental. Hopefully, we're going to have to, I think, just redraw the wholesale connect line. And we just need to continue to adding more buses into, like, what's going on here? Like, all these people here are waiting on the Ride Connect. So the Ride Connect obviously needs a lot more buses. Ride has grown a lot. Ride is, that's a bus. Ride itself, it's at a population of over 2,000 now. So I think it's maybe time to go ahead and work on trams. Maybe do something a little bit different. That is for sure. We do have the option to go ahead and do that because we've not got trams in. Continue to build railways. What I think I'm going to do is I'm maybe going to start playing the game permanently on just ×1 speed. And what this series is going to be continuing every single day for the next week or two just through my exams, because I don't really want to start any other games when I don't really have time. And I'm also enjoying this game so much right now, so I might as well just go ahead and continue with it. Anyway, with that said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this episode up. So I hope you have enjoyed it. Please leave a like rating. If you've got any suggestions for me, then go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. And that's all for this episode, so thank you very much for watching. My name is ConflctNerd Callum, and I'm out.